In Cambodia, many kidnapped or detained victims were often lured by promises of well-paying jobs or were simply local tourists. They were reported to be involved in crimes like voice phishing. So, if they were unfairly detained and forced into crimes, would they truly face punishment? Reporter Lee Ji-yul has uncovered the story.
In response to South Korea's repatriation request, the Cambodian government revealed that over 80 South Koreans in custody refused to return. Online, there is speculation that since they were involved in crimes like phishing in Cambodia, they may be refusing to return to avoid punishment in South Korea. However, among the victims MBN interviewed, some who believed they were taking legitimate jobs ended up detained and coerced into voice phishing.
They phrased it convincingly, saying something like, "We need a counselor who can speak Korean," making it sound quite plausible, credible, and entirely reasonable.
If someone commits a crime under harrowing circumstances, would they still face punishment? In South Korea, even simple involvement in voice phishing can be prosecuted under fraud or aiding and abetting fraud laws. Claims of not knowing it was illegal are often rejected, and offenders increasingly receive prison sentences for recklessness. For example, a man who went to Cambodia and delivered 200 million won in phishing proceeds claimed he thought it was currency exchange, but the court applied aiding and abetting charges, ruling he had constructive knowledge. However, in cases like Mr. Kim, who was confined and forced into crimes through assault and threats, there is a possibility of exemption from punishment. Article 12 of the Criminal Code states that if an act is compelled by irresistible force or violence, responsibility is nullified and no punishment is imposed.
In confinement, it strips a person of their physical freedom, leaving them no choice but to comply unconditionally with the imposed demands.
The Koreans who were detained in Cambodia are expected to undergo police investigation upon their return, where it will be determined whether they voluntarily participated in the crime. In conclusion, it is essential to recognize that the claim that individuals coerced into crimes like voice phishing while confined will face punishment is unequivocally false. Fact check, Lee Ji-yul.